Hello, beautiful people, tribe of many colors. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. This is a quick message about anxiety. I'm on the floor right now. It's one of the things I do when I'm feeling anxious and I need to be grounded. I'll just lay on the floor and just let that energy that feels a little jittery or anxious, it just kind of calms, and I pay attention to my breathing and really just relax. There's something about just laying on the ground that just it can relax you if you have a clean, safe space to do that, especially if you could do that outside. Another thing with ways to cope with anxiety is to get a lot of rest. Sometimes when you don't get enough sleep, your next couple of days are going to be very anxious because the body is processing a lot and it doesn't have enough time to rest and repair the cells and recoup. So which is kind of a cause and effect, right? Because sometimes you're anxious because you don't sleep, and you don't sleep because you're anxious. So you're kind of stuck in this loop that you're trying to fix. But when you can go to sleep, don't fight the sleep, even if you have to take naps throughout the day. Another thing I do too is, a lot of us were connected to the elements, the water, the fire, the earth, the air, the ether. We're elemental beings. And some of us connect a lot deeper to that than others. So for a lot of us who are water elements, you have to constantly be surrounded by water, either images of water. Carry a little water in a spritz bottle. You can spritz and spray your face or wash your face more often or take showers more often. Sometimes you're not taking the shower to be clean. Sometimes you're just taking the shower because that's your spiritual element. And that's where you get grounded, is being near water or in water. A lot of us, we got our little mermaids. We got mermaid energy. So we constantly need to take long soaks or spend a lot of time in water. For those of us that are air, we need a constant fan or to feel the wind on our bodies. So any way you can bring your element into your life that helps to ground you is going to be important. If you are fire element, lighting candles. I keep candles lit in my home all the time. There's something about seeing the fire that is very soothing, very calming. So being able to be around your element is going to be very important to help ground you. So whatever your element is and however you can bring it into your home and express it, it'll be a good way to help release anxiety. Two, a lot of the energy coming in is pushing us to release a lot of what no longer serves us. And sometimes that in and of itself can cause anxiety because we don't want to let it go. We don't want to let the old version go. So we get anxious about the change or what that might mean in terms of what we're going to look like once we release the old self and then embody this new way of being. So the anxiety can be caused by many factors. I'm a combat vet, so when I came back from Iraq, anxiety, was a big part of my life and still is. And until that changes, the only thing I can do is find ways to cope and ground. And on top of that is the evolutionary process, right? That's kind of pushing us towards change, whether we like it or not. So sometimes all of life can feel compounded, and it's okay to be anxious about life and changes and new situations. but we need some tricks in our bags to help cope with that. And staying in your element, whatever it is, grounding more often, meditation, talking to a friend. Sometimes it's as simple as getting something you need to take care of, getting a plant or an animal. That's something that can help to distract you and bring you into a loving space. Refocus the energy so it's not just sitting there and building into, anxiousness. That's just a couple tips from me. I'm pretty sure you guys are pretty well versed in finding ways to handle your anxiety. Also, walking, right? Walking is one of the best things you can do because it works every single muscle in your body all at once. So if you're really someone who carries a lot of tension, a lot of stress, going for a good long walk is so helpful, so very helpful. And I mean, you're knocking down two birds with one stone there because you're getting good exercise. You're releasing anxiety, right? Nature is the greatest place to release anxiety and to pick up good positive energy. So once you release that anxiety from within you, and now there's this space and you need to fill it with something. The beauty of nature, the beauty of another person, the beauty of yourself, being in love, feeling compassion, whatever it is you fill that empty space with. Nature is a great way to replace anxiousness with something beautiful and loving. Then there's always something to see, right? I don't think you've ever gone out in nature and not seen anything. There's always something to see, love, appreciate, and be grateful for. So that's my little tidbit on that. Hope you guys have a anxious-free day, loving day. Call an old friend. Reach out to somebody you haven't, talked to in a while. Go for a walk. Take that trip. Whatever you need to do, bring some healthy distractions to your world, right? Some loving, positive vibes. And take care. Love you. Bye.